So today we are here to talk about the coup d'etat that happened last Sunday, Benin. So I have my friend here, Ima. I think most of you know him by now. He has been giving us some insights. I give you a word, what's unless you get someone to give you that agreement. And this guy has been one of the best agreement in this on this podcast. He has been giving me some knowledge. And on a video, I said, say, the last time on enlighten me on say, first, not cool, ACU Africa, West, sanction that country, that military leader, then whatever they are doing. But now there's an external force also stepping in. A country like China, Russia, and some other countries are also willing to give assistance, just like Burkina Faso. As I say, Omone military coup leaders, Omone Russia to say, and they are trading and doing things together. Today, he's going to share much idea into whatever we have to know about Benin coup. Yeah, so Haima, I think you can start as you're looking into this coup in Benin.
See, I think that last time the boss was me Mikey. What's the main guy?
Metonka pa muye pa.
Last time the boss, some of the countries name. Yeah, so say a bit to my the possible causes of the coup. But what we didn't talk about ECOWAS. Yanka ECOWAS massive. Because now mostly ECOWAS and time again to be a more ECOWAS team. Like the AU.
Okay.
Also how strong NATO is. Any other European bodies, how strong they are when it comes to fighting war and supporting members when it comes to war near there. You realize that ECOWAS is no match to such institutions.
Even Ukraine are only part of NATO. See how they are supporting them. So yes, I get. They are Ukraine is just an allied country to NATO, but Shasta yeah.
The way yes, almost support you and all of that. The Oshe ECOWAS are forming since 1976. Not up to now, because let's put this in context. ECOWAS angasa a body they oversee West African sub-region.
Yeah.
So we can say a subset of the African Union itself. The African Union or the AU now the whole African continent. But ECOWAS no share your friend is saying the West African sub-region. And now ECOWAS angasa a political and economic community. ECOWAS is a security institution. But then senior ECOWAS with protecting the economic interest of countries, any institution angasa. ECOWAS has set aside a security force to be able to protect the member states. In the war, the ECOMOG, which is the security wing of the ECOWAS. To be ensure say, member states, sending troops, we are the troops back. Then we form a security wing. I will protect the institution. It's a say, how do I put it? To say, and Tokosi baby near soldiers Amanapa, Nigeria best sending Ghana best sending all the West African countries best sending Kakaka. It is a whole share you see what to say Nigeria force sending troops up.
Even Ghana cry of course.
So ECOWAS doesn't have a security institution on its own, but then a solicitude for what do you call it? Security army from different member states. No Maka fighting and all of that. But ECOWAS are failing in so many regards. ECOWAS are failing, aside ensuring economic, prosperity within the West African sub-region, about security. Would they compare West Africa to other sub-regions in Africa? Oh, said recently, military politics move in the West African sub-region more.
Exactly.
Abeye common, abeye easy to the extent say Afrina ECOWAS then the easy for Muka say, okay, and yeah, we have to declare a state of emergency. But people were sounding this way back. People were sounding this way back. So, given the trend now, say ECOWAS and yet careful, it's going to become, way bigger than senior moon. And it's obvious, it's clear, evidence shows that ECOWAS has failed. Now, my name is what the issue is what Ghana so I and Adrian said obey a show of force. Now, and they say the fire service, the immigration, the army, the prison service, there's so many joint campaign to display a show of force. Now, show of force no is for what? I think they say African leaders no be person careful because a bit to my on a bit to draw on so say about.
But in Ghana here, in Ghana here, yet he saying that current president John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, yes, when in as a president, he called a military coup leader to be here. That means, you recognize him. So now why do Ghana have to also try to say, we are trying to come out with some forces or send some information across, Ghana, we are not ready for this or that.
I think it's a very good point I'm making. The fact that you were able to extend an invitation to someone we all deem as undemocratic.
Yeah.
Say, the key, the country, not through elections, but through show of force, using the military. Into a military leader, or a democratic leader. And the fact that we recognize him and invite him to major ceremonies and national events means that we actually agree silently. Yes. If it's not openly said, that invitation secretly says that in a way you agree to what has happened.
Yes.
And
even I saw some about Rwanda president so say even this coup happen in Africa. No. Or when they say some are bound to happen and it has to happen. I say of Rasu in a way because some of these leaders are not doing anything and all that. So even in Africa here, I think some leaders they support this thing. Also.
Yes. They support. Oh yes, your leaders are almost supportive because some believe that it's a necessary evil. A necessary evil say, if we need change, this is how it's supposed to go back. But Minim say, let's make a comparison to what is happening in Tanzania currently. So what's the also issue now, where this one is not the military, but the Gen Zs.
Yeah.
There's been a protest, and Tanzania president told the military, the security service that they should use force on the citizens. And actually, he's actually justifying it, say, a necessary. So we use force on the citizens because to say a coup and the citizens neighbor.
Yeah.
So you see, it goes back to the point now they make it last time. They said, what is actually causing all of these things to happen? And then the root cause now was ECOWAS dealing with not declaring a state of emergency. you should be able to call all the leaders into order. You should be able to ensure say the leaders are ruling democratically and they are making sure say their people are, their people are safe, their people are well taken care of, they are using the resources well. Imagine say Nigeria, you are not protecting your own people, but now you are sending troops. You are sending troops to another country. It's one you are not protecting the people, but you are now sending troops to another country to go and protect that country. You see the irony in this thing?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Your own country, terrorism. You are not able to curb it, but then sending troops from your country to another country to secure that country. I mean, can you imagine that this is what Trump has been talking about all these years?
Well, go to Nigeria.
Your citizens are not safe.
They are not safe in Nigeria.
Kidnapping everywhere, shooting in the churches, just bandits everywhere.
Everywhere.
And then part of your soldiers or your army say attempted coup experiment. We are sending.
I even saw, read an article here, Nigerian military yedi tenure Burkina Faso because Burkina base say airspace. You get it? And I also when you see Sunday, the Monday I saw it said Nigerian Air Force actually say shooting air fire at those people that plotted the coup Benin. So just imagine, say you have that fire power in the airspace to fire any enemy aggressor. Then why are you not firing that Boko Haram people? They are terrorizing people in your region.
Why are you making them triumph over you?
Yes.
And no, it doesn't make sense anyway. Say, Utumima, someone, because one thing about countries, they say you have monopoly over the use of force.
Yes.
So every state resources, like you have that authority to use it. Okay, so sometimes it makes people think that some of these bandits are in bed with the politicians.
Yeah, true.
That's what some people's opinions are, because it is very easy for you to curb some of these things if the state is willing. So there is a political will saying, okay, then the nice for me, I can deal with this people. That is why you cannot compare US to any place. So US can deal with terrorists that a snap of a finger.
I know that Israel. I think Israel, as you said, you see, sir, attack in the core Israel. Now they didn't even care. Say you have our people there. They captured their people, Israelis, into the Gaza Strip. When they were firing, they were just bombarding them anyhow. Anyway, Oman had time to negotiate with any terrorist.
They will come for you because you're not negotiating with any terrorist. You have empowered them.
Yes.
And only one thing that US will never do. Yes. Because they know that if I negotiate with you, Kim, I have empowered you to do more, and you come back later and destroy me.
With force.
That is what, as you said, and then Israel for you. Israel per se on two or massive, send your bear, it won't come back later on to hunt them. Because one thing about terrorists is uku apema apemeba.
Yes.
So one two Masia.
They will come back.
See, because if you kill the father, the son will see that or by revenge. So one day the son will rise to become the head of the terrorist group. The niece the nephew, they will all come. And until now, say even after the peace deal, Israel send a bomb into a house. Almost say they know say there's a terrorist inside this particular house. Almost say that house one bomb put the boom. Because I'm making sure say head of Hydra now the head of the Hydra. Say
next time there will be no threat.
No, because this is only said there was a time Israel had to fight with the Arab countries. Almost friend of the 6 days war. Israel didn't. They finished it in 6 days. It's Israel. I was starting some building on military. No,
it's not today. Yeah, they say Ghana and Kwada, you know, your security, the Diagro, all those military recruiting people for.
Because one thing is a country that you shouldn't take your security for granted. What they shall do. So we share countries they were active in world wars. You realize that they have all built some level of military force.
But right now, in this, most of these countries they built their military back then, even before World War II. No?
Yeah.
A country like Japan, a country like Germany they were the mastermind behind that World War, and even Japan too. But now those countries they said to themselves, "Say, weapons being to fight wars." But now, common narratives, if you've noticed, even recently, China and Japan, they had a clash because of Taiwan. And so now Japan has realized, time I swear say we have to arm ourselves again because anybody at all can pounce on us. And also the Ukraine-Russia war has also changed the narratives of a lot of countries in Africa, in Europe and all over the world. But Africans today, your narratives beyond society. We don't invest in military, we don't invest in nothing, defense. No, yet as a sayable cross because God is our God. Every time God is protecting us. It's in fact.
But say back security. And you be function class. Then state and can be security.
Yes,
right. It should be the first state to lead their security. Say Obi Betuasho how would you defend yourself? And now I say no, Germany they are reassessing themselves, they are reassessing their weapons, they are reassessing their military. Because someone will say if they are not careful, one bit to the demand, and it has happened before.
Yes.
Say to say or young papa say share.
Yes.
So
exactly.
we have to build our security. Until they be America Ghana and Africa, your country, we only react. You prevent issue no. You react after the thing has happened.
Yes.
We are not proactive, we are reactive. Then they need to say, okay, this is the trend. And I'm going to say security intelligence and I say security council. How do they assess the future? Only said now, US is preparing even against aliens.
Yes. There was a time they said they wanted to even nuke the moon. Or moon nuke. Or more two nuclear weapons at the moon to blast it.
If there are certain security and naval forces who say their UFOs is unexplainable.
Yes.
Those are not classified, but there are certain portions that is saying more declassifying grammar, documentary grammar, parliament grammar. I mean the Senate and all of that are more discussing about it. Do you know why? Because no one will say if humans are willing to go to space, then they should be ready for threats in space. Because say who free world another world you don't know what is there. So then be prepared for the security of that place as well. And he said, you who say ways. Now say I had say, yeah, prepare, say I give it to Matuya, then we are doomed. We are doomed because the business is here now. We don't know how. And maybe say the Americans Africa say that what put the best story say Africans maybe Africa coming home. I don't know how we will survive.
No. Who is going to defend? Obiani need that weapons, air defense, just tactics on even the ground.
I don't know how we will survive.
How many ammunitions? Everything.
We are strong in this area. We are strong in this area. Now, ECOWAS sat down all these years. Even no officials, we saw say who we are starting the move back after now we declare.
Yes. It also
one you be found watching. Now you are now realizing that this thing can become extensive. So you want to do something about it. The same thing happened to helicopters. I think I realize I have fault. For
that one, Ghana here, they use that one they downplayed it. They use politics to destroy everything. As Ghanaians, we use politics to destroy everything. Even the presidential jets, see how they were doing. I saw one video today. I've been seeing it today too. I saw it. Okujoto, Satime, Okotna, was it GTV? He was talking about the presidential jet as if there was someone going to take money for on one personal pocketing. Now they are saying different things. They want to buy some jets. No, this country.
So I feel now, BBC you are now reacting. Should we let something happen before we react? And now, you assess the future. You assess based on trends. And
oh, why?
Trends now, more broadly according to. It is a boni area and South Africa near say okay, my men so many be. It will be now economy. My men be now economy. Do you know that United Nations recognize regional bodies like ECOWAS, AU as entities to be able to fight terrorism? Sorry, to be able to fight terrorism and all of that. First, now say global issues are only the United Nations and fight in all of these instances. But then I'm realizing because wars in some of these conflicts it starts within the regions and the sub-regions. We should give more power to these sub-regions and the regional bodies to be able to fight some of these things. It's at that moment no crown there was our AU and our ECOWAS and other bodies almost start to say almost 45 or more ahead of anything. Into this terrorist issue now, and I said this issue now Nigeria, it shouldn't be just Nigerian issue. It was said ECOWAS and AU to fight it because so almost dealing with Nigeria, we know most of them conquer Nigeria. They will come to other countries. They can spread Benin and other places because almost they are getting empowered. They will start going to other countries. Until you don't sit down for the thing to spread and say okay, I feel I use the neighbor and you need to be found. So said you play politics with education, you play politics with health, you play politics with security, you play politics with agriculture. Just say now you be say. But only education say me whether say me a Republican, whether say me a Democrat, me power school more, I won't play with it.
Yes.
Infrastructure and I was a core bipartisan agreement. They will all agree whether we were red and I'm more blue fashion. But I have to say, if it's not from NDC MPs will not support. If it's not from MPP, listen, they met Steve Islam will be Kase, Mahama Kukuwe. Enye da or chakra, so chakra.
No, I think sir, I have the video here. Mama has met me a player. You know, this is the mentality some Ghanaians have. How are we going to develop? Eh? Say, yeah, the mentality way. Akwanoni.
Yes,
So the mentality of the black man itself is not good. Black man mentality
It's so bad.
It's
so bad. How do we develop as a bloc, ECOWAS? How do we develop as a continent, AU? Your mentality say, we carry it everywhere. We also feel so big over this. Yenya politics, these people that. Any.
African Free Trade Agreement. Compare. You see, if African as a bloc, say you build a trade agreement. I don't know which continent they went to me. Abiti Africa. Say you trade with what they share the EU what they share EU and they share how they are prospering.
Yes.
EU what they share
borderless continent, because I would say yes.
Nation how they are prospering. But black man kasa if I say I was saying one be I was saying one say even if a no country no white man be deal on a white man be deal more than so the black man be deal.
Yes, exactly.
So we are three more thing.
Yes. Exactly.
And this thing, if it carries on like this, I don't know ability to about security. I don't know ability to about security. And maybe one thing I'm going to say, it affects with our security issues. The aspect of non-alignment.
Yeah.
They declare and say non-aligned. They build in terms of security. They build in terms of security. We won't build ourselves. It's our security remain poor. Another thing so they say, we share aside non-alignment, we are also facing the problem of how we recruit people into our security services.
Exactly.
How we recruit people into our security services. You recruit them based on our party lines and our party affiliation.
Yeah.
So when they go there, they serve the interest of the party, not the country. It's army no and untina utumi obia or officer I was say unya police as escort, but so the nina I was saying issue external aggression. Now so the nina abba efie edi ono I was saying just police escort no. Now so the need etinechi. Then we have the actual role of the military person. Now you denigrate the army because army no on time bad domestic affairs, sir.
No.
You see, so we are making the police look like police in Sudan. We are near Sudan. And this issue was spoken out by Martin Pegu. OSP etching the way. So just found the way intimidating. Instead of police person who is supposed to be in the office, they were actually.
That's why I was saying on it bakunya confrontation. Or did you not tell me? Did you not tell back? Yeah.
So in a way, no, yes, my security no cry so worse to the extent say I don't know how in case there is a serious external aggression, I don't know how we are going to fight it. I don't know how we are going to fight it because a big issue. So now let's look at ECOWAS in Benin. So now ECOWAS has declared state of emergency, and I'll say percent. So we have generally talked about this security issues and everything.
Yes.
I narrowed it down.
Security now, I'm chipping in something before you enter the ECOWAS. Even in Ghana here, out for peacekeeping. Most of the military personnel out because when you go out, they pay you in dollars, so you get a lot of money. Even within that one, it's politics. We have politicized even people going out of Ghana to make peace in other African countries or other continents. We are politicizing normal manayesika any parties. We don't send people naturally they'll be the best to be out there. And we are destroying everything. Let's move on to that.
That's it. Because so we be call said the worker, so we be call peacekeeping now. And no, you share the money you go. You show one. So you empower someone else who needs a party line now. But my boss around for peacekeeping that. There are things that we don't politicize. We don't politicize on party lines. And that's to say, maybe Nana Beba, obviously, try to see hospitals.
Yeah.
And this Beba onto us because of us, it belongs to the MPP.
Exactly.
The next government of Beba say NDC and to us until we now sunk cost. Every day we have sunk cost. Now buildings are say room. I mean, account room. No wealth. Now machines. This is here. Now is here. These monies that we could have used for other things. Near say, you see. So it's not helpful. But then let's come back to the ECOWAS issue. It's ECOWAS any small bodies are. ECOWAS has a conflict prevention and management team, or more peacekeeping and security, or more so many other agencies. They are solely supposed to be fighting for the West African continent to ensure that there is peace for us to trade amongst ourselves. Because first thing is that they are for economic issues. But without security, how can you trade?
There will be no
all of these other agencies will be there to ensure we have the needed security to fight and ensure peace for people to trade and also for countries to trade. But they have failed, as I said. And a Benin issue in Ogram, I learned the coup was not successful.
Yeah. And at a point in time, I saw one video too. These people are funny. The guy who initiated that coup, he's surviving. He was doing the video. He said, "Oh, so now coup is active. Hey, why? Why do we play like that? Why?
Africa. There's a comedy show to say, almost here, me na say, comedy car, no mass switch it to Africa and Ghana.
They will laugh.
Because funny how we are not thinking about. We are only thinking about. Say, you ever heaven. But heavy in Yamba, in Chima, what are they coming to inherit? I don't know Brunigino was there. Me they are me baby my grandchild, my granddaughter, they don't have anywhere to go. I go. So irrespective of my political affiliation, I'll make sure say what should be done is done. I don't think that Trump can say on. Trump say all states and the governor is not able to ensure peace and there is insecurity. I'll storm there.
That man.
I'll storm because security. Me any aspect no. I am not okana be more person. In some aspects na kasam. Me I agree because security is important. Say security ni baby development and to be cost.
Never.
There wouldn't be any development. If we are not prioritizing security, me a fan say, oh, Ghana there, and Ghana there. One day I have a chance. Ghana there. One day, the gas and brow, but Ghana there. A bit to both say, oh, you get it. So it is time say intelligence is to be able to, talk about all of these things. It is all ECOWAS for more treaty and then more vision 2020 and vision 2050. Almost say we want to ensure peace. We want to ensure regional integration through peace, security, and stability. We made this vision long time ago. Say you want to ensure regional integration through peace, security, and stability. And to say, our vision now, for the two, have you been able to achieve that vision? Because say West Africa is one of online. West Africa is one of the most mocked sub-regions.
Yeah, it's true.
Caribbean and security, Caribbean and the West, even the issue of Nigeria, US President Beckham made it worse.
Yeah.
Made it worse. Say, Obi was sorry, the people just come there. You see, so ECOWAS has failed. And it's time to umbrella say we have failed and we need to sit up. And then state of emergency can now be declared. It's okay. We'll send these troops to Benin. Then Ottawa, then another West African country, boom, the BSY also better.
That's the reason why these people were ready for the ECOWAS Sahel region. Who said Mali, Burkina, Niger. The three of them, they are coming for you.
Plan because you already have the vision. The vision is say you want member states to undertake to work to safeguard and consolidate relations that is conducive for the maintenance of security and stability within the region. And some vision what are the missions? Then are we here to achieve this vision? There is nothing like that. And once all the vision not work again, then you are not working towards it. It is the question here, and some I can say, okay, I'm not delay with it. Then why did you put the vision there in the first place? And they say no. So because of about West Africa, to be able to come and invest in West Africa,
oh no, because most people
are afraid. One day I try and I say, "Bibi akusina my business akosa and I'm and I'm working across training." So you don't put in a vision and then leave the vision there for things to happen before you react. In America, Africa, Ghanaians, ECOWAS, we are not proactive, we are reactive. I didn't see we are and Sanya can deal with it. The better chairman will be in a shower your road so and Sanya can say, hey, the road is sign that other United say no, but we will not deal with it. A betrayal will be a coup and Kura 16 and Kura 15. Aku and Sanya can say, let's go and repair the road. You see, so all of these things now does not speak well for the country. And to me, who is said the fact now is only when you see Benin and our smart troops. But all the when you share Benin, no, was a Biana what China BB says. So what are you doing generally?
Because me, I know so. Yeah, there are some military forces here. They are planning something like this somewhere.
So what are you doing comprehensively? What is the intelligence? Our intelligence when our gather. Intelligence, it will just happen out of the blues. Now, as the citizens will be the ones struggling. Because I know what we see, those who suffer most are the citizens. The masses now are there. Can be more and all of that. They are the ones who will suffer. It should be a comprehensive security arrangement, comprehensive security architecture. And yet, you see what have you then by the time I do an issue, it is high time there, ECOWAS or more reassess some of their things and then build on their intelligence gathering.
Do you think the ECOWAS they have that intelligence?
Even if you don't have, when I make us on right now, what UN has done is they collaborate with the regional and the sub-regional bodies. Into intelligence sharing. It's just like if you are FBI, any CIA, or more share intelligence. To say, who said last time Israel was going to bomb I think it's Qatar or somewhere around. Then President Trump, that is what we call intelligence sharing. If we don't have now, UN has extended their hand, say, oh, we work together because if the United Nations is supposed to ensure international peace and security, they cannot do it without the regional bodies because more and more the localities are. So it is, you can quickly respond. It's just call for help. So when it's over to me, but I think the Africa we are it's nasty. A bit me, but I'm only being
no, not abroad. Obia baby credit. At least that's the mentality.
Don't want to do obedience, no. On they say, I think there was this Indian, maybe I saw some video. There was this Indian businessman who was saying, say, Africa has the most resources, but and has the most churches. I was saying Africa has the most churches, but the most poorest. And yet about say church no never more rich. And yet about say church no never more amount security. Why do we set up government? Why don't we bring pastors to become president? We should have made pastors president, but then they are appointed and actually elected pastors as president. We elected people outside the church. When it comes to our security, any water, it is not in the hands and the chairman and put on by because one who grammar catcher say, young friends and players money, a bonfire and empire and this kind of brave. If God has given you the resources, now also you use resources and farm benefits on one. Oh dear, young question.
You see, I think so recently, this current government, one of them was saying, say, lithium, Ghana, edema outside the Sabetuno, or more agree on a 10%. Then you guys say Ghana, you 10%, I say you 5%.
5%.
So it's a joke. It seems that the country itself is a joke. Any continent is a joke. Until say a best son, Probably this is how things will be. Your security-wise transport, because in ECOWAS itself, security and our worker wants to be is so bad. Transportation, no Europa, or link or countries, no train, easy access. You can move from England to Germany, France to this, even by ship. Oh, like borderless system. It seems like borderless system because I'm making provision for this smooth going and coming thing.
Yes.
Here in Africa, aside transport, yes, sports required to say. Even sports I can become me, I bet bring you together. Just like watching the European Champions League, when you are moving from one place to the other, binding the people together. So there will be unity. Africa unity being Panawa. Someone from Ghana who is so Charlie Burkina Faso, yeah, different people. Ghanaians, mostly Ghanaians, we see ourselves to be better than the rest of. Meaning, so what notice here?
Very true. Mrs.
Yeah,
Sadeway now.
well, Africa, there's some disintegration here.
Very bad.
Yeah, and change,
Very bad. Very
change
bad.
from head to toe, change.
Very bad to the extent I don't know, so all recall xenophobia South Africa.
Exactly.
How do you hate on your own African?
Your own African.
You treat a white person, but white person on own treat you better than.
Now even the whites there, crying, so now was you say they are the origins, like
Yes.
Africa, South Africa, your Modia. So they live in a better place, and the Africans in some poor states.
And then you still hate on your fellow African.
African.
Or hate on your own your African brother, but then we praise someone else. That is what we do, and that's what happened way back on the years, and it's still happening now. It is still happening now because we meaning the a black man will rather give much. Say, for example, say a white business, not a bar, no a black business. That's a more fighting for contractor. What they are on the face level, why need the man?
Oh, for that one, the obvious.
The white man.
One, the white
Maybe another black is capable.
ABR.
But then, your funny say the white is ahead. And it's true too, on where ahead is one part.
Yeah.
But then, if we are to build, I was saying to me, it's now so as a continent on its own one day, we need to start looking inward now. Now I'm building your home because US now building the home. Aside say on Europe, a year one on one can also building the home.
Exactly.
And I can say Europe on my building transport, roads, rails to connect each other. Things don't way because of the European Union, because
Yes.
there is a free trade area.
Yes.
If we are moving goods, it will not be difficult.
Yeah.
Africa also built a free trade area, African continental free trade area. But what are you doing in the area of transport? And not quite as a move from, because so one building is how do we connect each other? How do we move goods freely? How do we move goods freely? Into me. And then now he share something with me. Say, our colleague teachers are more free north about the south. And I do say, I will say, you position. Now, more free north in the buy and class, or more perceive position north.
Yes. Because the south is somehow better.
Yes.
In terms
So
of
how much more say south needing the person of God?
You know, one friend where I can cry now between one friend also. You posting on now he's in the UK. You're posting the cohort after training college. Only BB. I say cry now on Monte tree.
Yes.
And I'm crying on Santa Brofo. Almost English or Monte. And also, or Onuna Nipano onto Mokasa. So he doesn't know how to transfer the knowledge to those children there.
Yes.
So I was like, how do we use this in Africa?
Chini Brofo. And I see there's an initiative said they say teachers they should use their local language to teach.
Yeah.
In the south, they now want to teach and Brofo Pena or what and Kwarana Diana and Ramsun teach you to Brofo. How do you expect that teacher to teach? In the area was said, Omo free not gonna how we post them there. Almost one person.
Yes, exactly.
So now you see, so I was see developing the north as well. Send you when people are moving there. Because only the medical officers require
Yes.
Why?
They have to
It's the same thing. Within the country itself, we are making parts developed and another part underdeveloped. And within the continent itself, the same thing is happening. It's from the narrow to the larger picture. That is exactly what we are doing. But these other countries, we will always compare Africa to these other continents because they are way ahead of us.
Yeah.
On the country will be developing. We are more about to share the entire European continent. More share how until so what attack one European country on now on share because what we say what attacking the fellow country member or the paper me so over extend about me so and then if you check history, Russia was a huge country. Russia itself, not Lithuania.
That time it was a Soviet. Yeah, so the USSR it was so big. Yeah.
What is the possibility? Say Putin wants to do the same thing. There's a high possibility. To recapture all these other countries back. So him say, man, try and stop now. Obet dia no aye empowered say, and then my koji UK so count.
Yeah.
My koji Germany so count. It won't now my own may so they will help each other, and that is what we are supposed to be doing. And our regional bodies are supposed to be active to be doing all of these things. I don't know why they're trained because you have the resources. Just the resources in national say fire Jumane, for building
resources. Africa is really blessed. Over lithium, BBA, bauxite, diamond, gold.
Building your man. For building your man. Nipa no ni be crowd to be building. Yes, Israel from air building is a laser weapon use a day.
Yeah, laser
rockets
and all that. Yeah.
Imagine. Ono kra na is a kro na Yesu Christ to go free school. Imagine what it's doing. Now to one hour can say, oh, expect say Nyankopon be bibia ma it won't work that way. We can have our churches, but we should also do the other side. Ensure say we hear the other side. And yes, idea we need to say then emergency.
I'm so glad, sir, about religion and protecting security in terms of Africa. Said the time we depend on Nyankopon. Nyankopon Ankasa, the Son of God. The Son of God, Obasa Sisui. He made sure say the disciple Peter on Fasika in case of danger. On danger nearby, Peter was able to utilize that sword or the child. So yeah, I think that one, yes, it's there. It's there in the Bible. So Nyakupon Banao, Nyakupon now. Oh, he said he has a kind to defend myself.
That
How
time,
about Africa? Yeah, terrorism, the way I am defend who ye. Near the religion and Nyamebe, just like the Christians in Nigeria. You don't fight back. You fight back. That's how the Crusaders, they were able to repel other religions in that time. Because all these Shia and also these Shia. So the Crusaders, we have the two sides, Christian side and the Islamic side. Christians were ready for anything at that time. Said no.
anything.
Whatever happens, Shia, say Islam, say pagan worshippers, say whatever. The Crusaders were ever ready to defend themselves first and their religion. And then to be defended, they fought, not with prayers. So Africa, we just have to stop that brainwash and normal no say nyamebe near putting normal on the grounds to fight terrorism. And just say bedu baby no, here will be hell. Won't mean now because baby terrorists have taken over. ISIS, Boko Haram, Ahanko Africa, ISIS, your Boko Haram, there will be other names. The last time I was searching into it, I made a video about it even. Some names called me to be that was like, hey, when we know Africa, hey, did man.
Who are we offshoot of that larger terrorist groups?
Yeah.
It's the parent terrorist group. No, what branch? What branch? Now we are almost branches.
Yeah, almost branches.
Yes, almost branches. It will be say ISWAP or your offshoot of ISIS. Into some of the course into the one they careful, then they will just spread to your countries. They will spread. Islamic insurgency is real. By a fan say it will just blow out of proportion one day. It will blow out of proportion. Not dealing with it. It's now 9/11 CNO. And one of Bush buying or afraid countries be the I think said the axis of evil was the same.
Axis of evil.
One of sending troops into those places. Only the India or person who would see and then see. Yes, me or be or to assay. So he had to go there to be able to fight them. I want a man for who says US no one for Sao.
No.
On your fool. It is a whole country now. You are a war for. You will have people coming in to destroy. But another day, American. What is the root cause? If ECOWAS wants to deal with the security issue, on dealing with the root cause, because say leader be ya, people sorry I am a rebel send to disturb that. Sanity, want to tell your mayor, most of them to us. But also to your mayor, who you suit your resources well, you are putting things in place. One, Obiayo okay. Why never sorry? US, why never sorry? So a rebel. Oh no, sorry, I will call the Juma, why never rebel? You get it? So that is it, Charlie.
Yeah, so I think we have said a lot and we have to end it here and say this is your first time joining this page. Yeah, this is PB Creators App. Yeah. Every time we decode and digest knowledge like this. And to unsubscribe, yeah, just be part of this. Subscribe to us, be part of us, and share this with some family and friends. Like, comment, do everything necessary. As we share knowledge and all that. You can also share your knowledge, you be ready, and others also might read and get some ideas on the also uhuno concerning Africa, ECOWAS, and whatever security, whatever thing we need to do to improve our system here. Thanks for joining. This is PB Century. Thank you very much. Some other time we will continue and we'll continue to. This is a podcast show. So every time now and then we'll be sharing just like that. Thanks for joining.